Well, Rob, the sun's out, the guns are out, everything. It's quite brutal at the moment for pre-season. But from your perspective, how's it gone so far? How are the lads looking?
Yeah, it's been excellent. It's been a lot of hard work, which you expect. You know, I think every club always says that they're working hard, and we all pore over each other's pre-season videos to see what people are doing in the background. But all the lads are working hard. They've come back in really good nick. Particularly impressed with some of our senior players who played through to the end. You know, guys like Devo and Kev have come back in really strong, training really hard. Alec Hepburn, another one, and setting a real tone at training. So we're really pleased.
It's a Rugby World Cup year. It's going to be different, isn't it? You've got a longer run in than normal to the season, and obviously you've got the first 4 games of the season are not actually league fixtures; they're cup fixtures. It's all a bit different.
Yeah, it is a bit. I mean, we're lucky, I guess. We went through this a bit the last time round, but with the cup fixtures up front, I personally quite like that. I think it allows you to give a bit of more time off to some of your senior guys. Or internationals, they can get a little bit of an extended break. Having said that, it's only because it's a World Cup year. Hopefully it might be something that we look at in the future. But it's different, but it allows the guys who are here to get ready to go. Some guys will be introduced a little bit later on in the competition. But we want to win every competition that we're in, so we'll approach that when we get to it. At the moment, we've got a couple of weeks up until another break, and we're flat out in the sunshine, which is perfect actually. I think it's fantastic, but it is a little bit hot.
Pre-season's a necessary evil for any player. Did you enjoy it, and what do you like watching now, the boys going through the torture?
Do you know what? I never really minded pre-season, although I wouldn't say it was necessarily my forte. I was more of a wet weather sort of bloke, but watching it, it's all right. You get to see the guys work hard, but they do. You know, they're all working hard. I kind of like the rhythm of the season once you get into games, but you know, it's quite nice to have some weekends at the moment with the family and enjoy what Devon has to offer in that sense. But part of it, you know, we're pretty much now slightly different this year. You don't really get, it feels like the off-season, the on-season. It does kind of feel like a 12-month thing, because guys are pretty much maintaining their fitness and you're always working anyway. So in that sense, we're just cracking on.
Rob said it took him a while to look at the final video. Ali said similar. What about you? How long did it take you?
No.
And what did you make of it now?
You know, I got straight into it, to be fair. Actually, I was quite keen to get into it, and I actually met up with quite a few of the guys and over that following couple of weeks, because they were knocking about, so got some good feedback from them too. I thought it was a really fantastic game. I think we learned a lot from it, as we always want to. It'd be nice to win and learn from that, but we didn't. So we get on with it and we go again next year.
But obviously you're excited about the new season, and the core group is pretty much the same, and they're a young mid-20s group that are hungry for more by the looks of it.
Yeah, we've got a real good age profile in the squad, and we've actually dropped in a couple of guys competing for first team places as well. You know, last year there wasn't too many came in. Actually, you do want that little bit of fizz that comes with a bit of competition for places, because things can get into a bit of a status quo sometimes. So there's some guys bouncing around in there, challenging and pushing hard in training, which is what you always want. And yeah, we'll be looking forward to it. We have got that core group who are really focused on what they want to achieve, and I'm pretty excited about next year. Actually, it feels like we're going to be pushing on all fronts.
A couple of the new guys we won't see yet for a while on the training paddock at least, but Stan South's another. But when you look at all 3 of those new lock sort of back row signings, how excited are you what they can bring? You said some of them are quite angry men, aren't they?
Yeah, we're quite excited to have some to actually train, because most of them spend most of the time on the physio couch, don't they? Yeah, look, it's great to have that, as I say, that little bit of a fizz up in that area to put a bit of pressure on the guys who have been getting picked. Which is good, and also a few new ideas and things that come with a different energy. I think Stan is a classic Chiefs player. He's had a little bit of a knockback elsewhere, ended up getting an opportunity to come back into the Premiership, and I'm expecting him to carry that through a good pre-season and onto the pitch into September.